Welcome. Today, I want to talk about a simple shift that changes everything over time: staying instead of pulling away. When something feels unfamiliar, the nervous system often moves toward distance. It might be subtle, a moment of hesitation, a shift in attention, a need to step back and regain a sense of control. And this happens automatically, not because you decided to do it, but because the body is responding to what it perceives as unknown. Unknown does not always mean unsafe, but the nervous system can experience it that way at first. So the instinct is to create space, to move away from the feeling, the moment, or the experience before it becomes overwhelming. And again, this is not something to judge. It is protection. It is the nervous system trying to keep you within a range that feels manageable. But what builds capacity is not pushing forward, and it's not forcing yourself to stay longer than you can hold. What builds capacity is learning how to remain present, even briefly. When your instinct is to pull away, that moment matters. Because in that moment, you are showing your nervous system something new, that you can experience a little more without something going wrong. You don't need to stay perfectly calm. You don't need to feel completely at ease. You only need to stay just slightly longer than before. Maybe that means staying with a feeling for one more breath. Maybe it means not immediately distracting yourself or not immediately stepping away when something begins to expand. These small moments are how the nervous system learns, not through intensity, but through repetition of safe experience. Each time you stay, even for a brief moment, the body begins to register that this level of experience can be held. And slowly, that range begins to widen. What once felt overwhelming begins to feel manageable. What once felt unfamiliar begins to feel known. And from that place, you no longer need to pull away in the same way because your system has adapted. This is how capacity grows, not by forcing yourself to stay in something that feels too big, but by gently expanding what you can remain present with over time. Staying is not about effort, it is about relationship. The relationship you have with yourself. In the moment, something feels unfamiliar. And when that relationship becomes more supportive, more steady, more grounded, staying becomes natural. Not something you have to think about, but something your body begins to trust. Nothing to prove, nothing to earn. This is your worth revolution.